as y'all can see, my shirt today says no bad days, and it is a ham into the AM shirt, baby. And we know we love into the AM because they do just have such cool shirts. Hats. I had the hat on the other day. This isn't even the basic tee because on the back of the shirt, it's like a really cool graphic surfer dude just promoting the no bad day vibe because y'all know me. I'm always having a great day. Always smiling, baby.
I got my basic tees in the other day too.
Bro, and you be fire. I ain't gonna lie. I get jealous of you sometimes.
Why?
Because you pull off the basic tee very nicely. I don't feel like I'm a basic tee guy. Like I feel like I need something to just show what my mood is for the day. Like if I got a Halloween shirt on, I feel like killing someone today. Or if I got on a vintage rap shirt, he's in his 90s hip hop mode. You know what I mean? I got a Disney movie shirt on. Like, he's in a good mood today. He's feeling real Family Guy today. Like, you know, so I feel like I have to have something to just let the people know my vibe. Whereas you just, man, I'm gonna go out here basic tee.
Basic tee, throw it under a flannel.
Yeah, bro.
Under a jean jacket, something like that, and they're really comfortable.
No, it's a dope vibe, man. It's a dope vibe. But either way, use the promo code MOTES10 so that way you can get your 10% off of all of your purchases on their website and some of the t-shirt package deals and memberships and subscriptions that they have as well on their website. So shout out to Into the AM and for them sponsoring today's episode. Man, we'll get right to the fun stuff, man. Let's start with quarterback.
This one's easy. Said it 2 weeks ago, I think at the Unibet tent. Actually had someone come up to me, pulled their phone out, asked me a question. What was the exact
Who's the greatest
question?
quarterback of all time?
No, it was like, what do you think? What do you say to the people that think Baker Mayfield is better than Ben? And I said, you know what? They're effing clowns. They're effing clowns. And that's how I feel too. So that hasn't changed at all. Big Ben is better than Baker Mayfield. As the seasons change, as things change, some things always stay the same, and Ben Roethlisberger is better than Baker Mayfield. There's no question about it. I don't even think there's a debate to this one. I could even talk about this season. We talk about Ben's clutch moments. I don't think Baker has one. And I told you, Nick Mullins might have the clutchest performance out of any quarterback thus far for the Browns. Even Keenum, I think, led a late drive against the Broncos. It's bad, man. It's bad. Yeah, Ben over Baker. No question about it. Are you doing your calculations?
I'm just calculating. I'm making sure I'm recalibrating. All right. Because I'm thinking, are we throwing play action? Are we throwing the deep ball? Am I going deep middle? All right. And then they got the hand.
What's going on here? Are you simulating the whole game?
I was pulling Russell Wilson. You ain't like that? I was giving it the Chubb right here. But then I'm throwing the jump ball to Claypool. I just hit Peoples Jones over here, but then I hit Deontay. He made a guy miss. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure I had this whole thing.
What are the final stat lines?
For me, man, I go Ben. Because his last game. No, I'm playing. But not really. But in all seriousness, with 7, I just think that he operates with just a level of confidence, right? A level of security and handling these moments, right? You're comfortable knowing that even if he is limited, even if he has regressed, he should at least be able to mentally put you in the right position. He should mentally make the right decisions. And 9 times out of 10 in those clutch moments, right? Ben has shown good decision making this season. Now, we're not going to talk about, turnovers that might happen earlier in the games and stuff like that. I think those situations are a little bit different. When we're talking about those fourth quarter, 4 minutes remaining, I do feel like him versus Baker is more prone to make a mistake. Baker's more prone to press also because I think he's trying to prove something. Whereas I think at this stage, Ben doesn't have to prove that he can do that. I think that he believes it and everybody, he just we just know that he is going to operate with a certain level of professionalism in those moments that should, keep us at least afloat. Where it's like, hey, as long as you don't make the mistake, we going to be fine. Whereas with Baker, he's going to make the mistake. And that's the difference.
We saw it in the first game.
Yeah.
We didn't even have a kicker.
No, that's the difference.
It was insane. Like
that's
that
the
performance,
man.
We should have won by double digits. I think we should have won by at least 10, but that was a hell of a performance by the offense. Ben, some of those catches by Freiermuth was awesome.
So that's the biggest reason why I go Ben. Right. And because it could be his last game at Heinz, and
people forget about that. We beat them without a kicker.
Yeah. It was a weird game, man. It was a weird game.
It was a weird game.
We had a kicker. Don't act like we didn't have it. We had a kicker. We had one. We just lost him. We had him.
I hated that play. I mean, we could go back to that.
But we had a kicker though. Yeah, we can't sell it like we just came in the game with no getting out. But we had a kicker. Now what we did with that kicker?
They didn't throw a flag on that one either.
No, they
jacked them up.
Let them play. Don't bail that kicker out. Let you boss.
RBs. I already said it's Chubb, dude. It's their RBs. Yeah. Sorry. That's all I have to say.
I'm not apologizing for it. I just say Najee. That's something to look forward to, but at the same time, you should also be knocking on Kevin Colbert's door and saying, "Can you get me an O-line that is like his O-line?"
Right.
Because if you do, I think that I can do some similar things, maybe even catch and be a little bit better than that. But I'm gonna need this O-line, and that's the part if you're Najee, because I do think it's a group. It's not just, Chubb is just elite talent. He's doing it by himself. He does have an elite unit in front of him.
I think in terms of comparisons, Najee and Chubb, they both have that physicality. Najee has the side-to-side jukes, but Chubb has that straight line that could just blow past the defense. So that's, I think, what the difference is, but both can be really successful with good offensive lines.
Yeah.
And then they have Kareem Hunt and Dearness Johnson. We have... You know what? Benny Snell ran pretty good last game. He ran hard.
He ran pretty good. It wasn't anything
What does
effective.
it matter? I get it.
And no. And let me clarify as well. When he was having his success running, the Chiefs were playing a 2-high, cover 2, Tampa 2 defense, making sure that we're going to keep the top one and just let y'all have this. It was not what you tried to, like, I know, because I thought it for a second as well. I was like, I was like, man, wait a minute. Let me look at this. No.
Obviously, he would be fourth on their depth chart if he was on the Browns. I'm just saying, he looked a little better than usual last week. Maybe that's why, but he was running hard. Because we saw some of the Najee side-to-side stuff a little too much. Correct. It was nice to see Benny Snell just decisive, run hard downhill, and straight, even though Najee did pick it up in the second half.
Yes. Yeah, but that's my only thing. I'm like, that whole end of definitely second half, man, it was a ton of just, we're going to sit back and, y'all have fun. Y'all do what y'all want to do. All right. Whew. Wide receivers.
Us.
I was about to say, I definitely like us. I don't think it's a debate.
I think Claypool is better than anyone that they got, and we would consider him our second receiver.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know you was going with that. I was like, man.
So we have the top two receivers whenever you match the groupings together.
I'm a Deontay guy. Even though I did go back, and I do think I would have given the nod to Claypool. I thought he was more consistent throughout the game, last game versus Chiefs, whereas Deontay,
the best game.
Yeah, because Deontay, I think he had more productivity, but he definitely had a lot more of like.
He had a few drops.
He had a drop. Dude. I didn't realize he had a couple more. Yeah.
The one was a slant right
it hit him in his hands. Yeah. And that was the one for me, bro.
We got that first down. I forget how, but.
Yeah, that was the one for me where I forgot that one. And I was like, yo, no. But I once again, though, it was still good to see that mentally he ain't going to drain, because he could have very easily. That one hit him, bro. Like,
I'm not liking some of these drops that are coming up, though.
Yeah, and it like recently popped up because early in the season he wasn't dropping anything.
No,
we need to have another softball event. We saw when he was out there catching everything.
He was,
and then showed during the season. Man, now it's like, dude, what's going on, man? Dang, last couple weeks, man, you been a little. Yeah, I don't need that.
So we got our receivers.
Definitely our receivers, though.
Their offensive line, obviously. Do we even need to talk about that?
You're not going to try to sell me on our young guys? You're not going to sell me on Dan Moore and, this is the revenge game?
No. If this was week one, maybe.
No?
This was week one. But no, not with how the season played out.
Okay.
And what we've seen from our offensive line and their body of work, no.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have to agree with you on that. Yeah, their O-line is very, very nice. I mean, rivaled in terms of being one of the top tier lines in the whole NFL.
Tight ends.
I'm going with them. I know Pat's coming back. Pat put on his IG, he's coming back, but yeah.
Is it official?
I don't know. It's not official yet, but he just put it on his IG, yeah. So it's probably meaning
he's. Did he say, I'll be back?
He said CN's at Heinz on Monday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, he's back.
Yeah, we had the picture with the color rush uniform on. Yeah, but to me, Austin Hooper is still a really good player. David Njoku is a really good player as well. Shoot, even Harrison Bryant was was playing, having a little success with them, man. So, yeah, I just think that they have more depth. They have really good talent in there as well, athletic ability in there, and productivity. So, yeah.
I think I would take Pat over any of their tight ends.
Yeah, if we're picking one for one,
but they have some nicer depth.
Hooper's nice though.
To have
Hooper's
both of those guys.
Yeah.
To have both those guys, Hooper and Njoku, and you're right, even have Harrison Bryant as your third. Yeah. I will give them as a group a little bit of the edge there. But just one tight end, I'll take Freiermuth over any of those guys.
See, I don't necessarily believe that for me yet. I think it could get to that, but I'm not sold that today Pat is better than Hooper or Njoku just yet. Yeah. I think he could grow into it though. I definitely think he could.
I'll take him. I'll take him over them.
Well, we know you take a lot of people. You take Ben over a lot of people. So anytime you start saying that, you see how it kind of like devalues that statement. I take him. It's like
I feel good about the Freiermuth one. I think he's secretly having a pretty good season.
But you feel good about the Ben one too. When you say you would take Ben over Brady, you would take Ben over Montana, you would take Ben over Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, you would take Ben over all these guys. I get it. But once again, that's why for me, when you say I would take this guy, I'm like,
I wish last week would have played out a little differently.
I do as well. Yeah. But either way, and shout out to Gentry. I did see Donald Copeland brought him up as well. We like Gentry.
He's fine, but
would you take Gentry over Njoku?
No, not him.
I was just checking.
Not him. I don't even know over Harrison Bryant. I mean, that might be even closer there.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. If we had Ebron and he was still catching the ball and making little plays here and there, maybe there's a better case for us as the tight end group.
Yeah.
But no, I'd give them as a group. But like I said, I'm taking Freiermuth over any one of their guys.
Okay. I like it, man. Keep it for the home team in, man. Let's do
Defense.
Whew. Rushers.
Man. We can't be seeing TJ last week. I mean, that's the X factor. I will take.
Deke, you went there.
I'd say.
Hey, hold on. Deke,
he hasn't looked right.
Instantly went there. Usually, I can always count on you to be like, he's 100% healthy. It doesn't matter. He's good to go.
Dude, that's the thing though with him.
Oh no.
With him. It feels like almost multiple weeks with him right now. No, I'm wrong on that because he had multiple sacks in the Titans game.
Yeah, but that was his last healthy game. Because then he hurt the ribs at the end of the Titans game.
I know.
Yeah,
and he looked bad. He looked bad in this last one.
And it's going to be probably a tougher matchup for him. Hold on, let me see who's the.
Because it felt like.
Because I know last week he was going against the back.
I don't feel like cracked ribs are just getting better. Is my point.
But no, matchup wise though, the only reason. Because I was going to say he went against the backup last week as well. Because obviously Conklin is on IR for them. But yeah, he had a very favorable matchup a week ago as well. But them ribs, he did not look good. He did not look right.
Because every other time he'd be a little injured or something, I'd expect him to be back 100% or at least to a decent degree, and he's proven me more right than wrong, I feel like, this season. Right. We've only seen, I think, 2 no-show games up to this point.
Right.
But seeing the crack, this just looks different to me now. Yeah. I just don't know how that's getting better.
He couldn't move.
He was coming into the game like that, re-injured it, and if we're getting that version of TJ, then you have to give it to them being Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney. Now, I think Clowney and Highsmith, close enough to a wash for me.
Hold on, say that again? You said Clowney and Highsmith for a wash?
Yeah, I'd say close enough. Highsmith's playing pretty decent this year.
I'd agree.
Clowney's dropped off a little bit from when we last seen him. He's still good. He's still playing good.
I mean, he was still producing, though.
He's still producing, yeah. I'd say close enough to a wash. But the X factor would be TJ over Garrett. But TJ doesn't look right. So if we're getting this TJ, I got to give them the edge in here. As a season, as a player as a whole, I'm still taking TJ over Garrett.
Yeah.
But they're grouping
because
where TJ is
Garrett
right now
though, too.
Damn. No, he's doing nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, these past couple weeks.
TJ still has the much better season than Garrett.
Because he's at, 15 sacks still, but nothing else is crazy jumping off for him right now.
And TJ has the better other stats.
Right.
Too.
Yeah, he does the whole gamut. And then Clowney's sitting there with 5 sacks. All right.
If TJ's like last week, then yeah, we got to give it to them. But if he's fully healthy, which I don't expect, every time I've done these comparisons, I've expected TJ to be more healthy than not. Then I would give it to us. But
see, for me, I'm leaning them definitely. I personally, I mean,
I hope he proves me wrong.
For me, I just think I have the slight edge TJ over Garrett, but I don't think that Highsmith has washed with Clowney just yet. I think
you still like the raw talent from Clowney.
Yeah, I still lean Clowney a little bit more.
I get that.
So that's kind of where I'm at with that, man. But yeah, if TJ from last week shows up, there's no debate about it. It's definitely Cleveland. So we'll see, but I do think he is still going to be injured. So yeah,
linebackers,
them.
Yeah, JOK. JOK yes. For sure. We don't have that.
Absolutely.
As much as we want to say they're their weakness as a whole.
Yeah.
But that JOK, we don't have a JOK on
because for our
roster.
Defense, we could say that whether we're going I would definitely say our inside linebackers instead of our interior D-line, because at least the interior D-line has Cam.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I would take, if we want to jump to that too, I'd take our interior defensive line over theirs.
Because of that Jackson element, the one guy element. But yeah, man, for me, I'm definitely taking their linebackers over us, because even Taki, like, I don't think he's an elite player, but I still think he's providing productivity. This is the one part where Schober's providing for us right now. I hate to say it, but I don't think it's like too far off. Yeah, it should be, right? Should be. We need one. But yeah, that's just because JOK, he would definitely be our best guy right now. Yeah, jumps off the screen right now, man. So yes, definitely their guys there, but. Yeah, D-line, we're taking our guys. I definitely like our guys.
Yeah.
Because Cam, even last week, I mean, I'm watching the other guys get blown off the ball, and I'm watching Cam, and I'm like, dang, if Cam wasn't so good, it wouldn't necessarily be this big of a gap, because it's looking like Cam took his guy 2 yards in the backfield, and the guy he's next to is taking 3 yards the other way. And it's this massive gap, and I'm like, it's not your fault, Cam, that you're so good, and it's not your fault that the guys around you. Yeah, it's just like, man, it's hurting you a little bit, man.
There's a lot of shots of him just looking around, just befuddled about everything. Yes, we're seeing a lot of those shots more and more.
Because I'm like, yo, Cam consistently is driving his guy back, consistently plays with great pad level technique, effort, and you watch the guys around him, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. I know you trying your hardest. And I know you try to be extra happy when you talk to these guys and not like make them feel like death, but Lord. Yeah. It's bad, bro. It's bad.
Corners. I got to go with them.
Yeah.
Maybe if we play Kello a little bit more, I'd lean us, but no. Denzel Ward. I don't know if Greg Newsom's going to be back, but he's been solid. Grady Williams is a depth guy. Troy Hill.
Yeah.
Troy Hill, I don't know if he's back either, but still, like those top three, they're solid. Really solid.
We
saw
good,
Joe last week. Didn't look right.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more Kello, though.
No, I agree. I think Kello is more interesting of a prospect. We'll see how they handle his division of labor. I mean, it was kind of weird, right? He went from playing a good amount, creating splash plays, to the minimized role in a sense versus the Chiefs. Now, obviously, we know Joe came back, but I did think that because of his play, he would have still been able to have a little bit more of a substantial role defensively because of what he's been able to bring. I mean, even in the game, right? His limited amount of plays, he would have had a pick on the false start. On the offsides, and then obviously had the PBU in the end zone as well. Like, I think he still is showing really good ball skills and confidence. Now, I still got to get used to this. You're down 23 zip. You make the PBU and you getting up, big walking and all.
It was a big play though.
Cam had a sack. That was a big play as well. But they were down 30 zip. You know what he did? Turned around, walked right back to the huddle because it's not a good look.
That was 30 zip. That's a little different.
The 7 points. You're right. I forgot the 7 points. That changed a lot.
I do think that was a little different.
Yeah, but that's for me. I got to get. It's the West Coast thing, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I gotta get accustomed to that.
Play Witherspoon this whole game. We don't have to worry about that.
I hope you're right, man.
He can make plays throughout the whole game.
I hope you're right. Honestly, I don't. Yeah, I definitely like their corners, but I think their corners have the tougher game. I don't, because for us, our corners, we're gonna have to tackle. If they're smart, they're gonna run this ball. If Cleveland is smart, they should come here and just run.
Yeah, because didn't really look like last week. Even Chiefs were not talking real highly about their running attack. We're still able to get
100 plus on the ground.
Yeah, a ton of yards with Gore and Williams.
Yeah.
It's not the Williams from the Super Bowl either.
Not at all. It's whole new Williams. Yeah. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, nope, not him. Yeah.
Safeties.
I like us. Yeah.
This is definitely like us.
Definitely like us.
Minka Fitzpatrick, he's been playing at an all-pro level. Unfortunately, I think he got snubbed from the Pro Bowl.
I'm mad when the Pro Bowls. Yeah, when the Pro Bowl stuff came out, we didn't get a chance to talk about it because like the timing of it and everything. But yeah, man, I did see that. I mean, dude, the thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way with the Pro Bowl and the All Pro, I wish they would tell us beginning, like ahead of time, how many safeties, how many at each position you're taking. That's right? Terrible. Because it changes the dynamic. Some years you'll see them take 2 guys. Some years it's 4 guys. Some years it's this. And it's like, well, how do we even know what to expect? How do we even know to feel like, man, he was robbed or slighted if, this was going to be your intent anyways? Like, that's this thing for me. So, yeah.
I think Deontay got snubbed.
Who got in over?
It was Keenan Allen was the main one because Diggs was in there. Their numbers were similar. Deontay's touchdowns were a little bit worse, but Keenan Allen was the, I think, most blatant one because Deontay had more receiving yards and more touchdowns at that point. And if you listen to Akello, Keenan ain't the same. Keenan ain't the same. It was, what did he say? 2018?
He said, ain't the same. He ain't the same. He was very.
Who was your toughest cover? 2018, Keenan Allen. I'm really specific on 2018.
2018. It's like, oh.